Hello guys, Belle here. We're going to be talking about the Frost Mage artifact weapon. And the Frost Mage artifact weapon is in fact the Ebon Chill Staff. Let me get a better view here for you guys so we can check it out. That is going to be your artifact weapon. Now a couple things that I want to note before we actually get into your artifact weapon and what that's going to be able to do for you. We're going to go over the traits. We're also going to go over the appearances, so that you kind of have an idea of what we're going to be doing in your progression through Legion with your weapon. Now, there aren't going to be any weapon drops in Legion. That actually is your artifact weapon will be your PvE and your PvP weapon. So it'll be the only thing that you'll use throughout the entire expansion. Possibly future expansions. Nothing's been said about that, but of course, we never know what's on the mind of Blizzard. You'll be able to increase its power, doing certain things in Legion as far as content goes, and gaining artifact power, unlocking traits, and all of that. You'll probably also notice here in your UI that there's 3 relic slots here. We've got Frost and we've got Arcane. With these relic slots, you're actually going to be able to hunt these artifact relics, and what they'll do is they'll actually increase your item level of your weapon, as well as unlock ranks here for some of these lower abilities, lower traits here that you have. You also have your little UI here on the left-hand side. This basically tells you how many ranks you have purchased, and it's essentially the level of your the level of your artifact weapon. As you see, because I'm on a max level tune, I have it all unlocked, and there's a total of 34 that are able to be purchased. So lots to do here in Legion, guys. You're definitely not going to be bored. And then, as you also probably notice, stamina is increased for each trait that you have, which 0.75% is pretty nice of an increase. Definitely something that you want to utilize and take advantage of by unlocking all of those different artifacts and the traits and ranks. So lots to do, lots to work on to get your artifact weapon at full power. So let's go ahead and talk about the traits a little bit. So it's important to note here that all of these traits are going to be passive abilities with the exception of one. Every artifact weapon has an on use, and it could be something that can be used in part of your rotation as part of a macro. It depends on the weapon and what its use here is. This is of course called the Ebon Bolt. It's a 2.58 second cast, and it is on a 45-second cooldown. It does deal 189k Shadow Frost damage and grants 2 charges of Fingers of the Frost, which is going to be a major tool here. It's going to be a major tool with your Frost Mage. So pretty cool, because it only has a 45-second cooldown. The cast time on that thing, that's so awful. That's literally like almost 3 seconds, which is a lifetime. But it's pretty powerful, so definitely something that you want to make sure that you use as part of your rotation. Just keep in mind the cast time so that you are aware going forward. So like I said, the rest of these talents here are passive abilities. I do apologize if my voice gets a little scratchy. I'm still kind of getting over being sick, but I wanted to get these videos done, so I'm having to take breaks in between to drink water just because the voice is doing weird puberty things. So let's get into the rest of your traits. You have Shattering Bolts. This goes up to rank 1, increases the critical strike chance of your Frostbolt by 15%. You have the Storm Rages. This goes up to rank 3, increases the critical strike chance of your Blizzard by 15%. Your Chain Reaction goes up to rank 1. Frostbolt critical strikes empower Ice Lance, increasing damage dealt by 30% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. You have Jouster. This goes up to rank 3. When Ice Lance deals damage, you take 12% less damage for 6 seconds. You also have It's Cold Outside. This is actually quite funny. Goes up to rank 1. Your Water Elemental Water Bolt deals 30% increased damage and has a 10% chance to generate a charge of Fingers of Frost. Now, Lonely Winter, Frostbolt, Ice Lance, and Frozen Orb deal 3% increased damage. You have Icy Caress. This goes up to rank 3, increases damage dealt by Frostbolt by 10%. You have Ice Age. This goes up to rank 3, increases critical strike damage of Frozen Orb by 45%. You have Chilled to the Core. This goes up to rank 1, activating Icy Veins encases you in ice, increasing frost damage you deal by 20%. Orbital Strike goes up to rank 3, increases damage done by Frozen Orb by 15%. Clarity of Thought. This goes up to rank 3. Frostbolt has an additional 6% chance to activate Brain Freeze. Black Ice, this goes up to rank 1. Ebon Chill has a chance to empower icicles, increasing damage done by 100%. Shield of Elodie goes up to rank 3, increases damage absorbed by Ice Barrier by 100%. Ice 9, this goes up to rank 1. Frostbolt has a chance to generate 2 icicles. And then you have Let It Go. This goes up to rank 3, increases the critical strike damage of your Ice Lance by 15%. You then also have Frozen Veins. This goes up to rank 3. Frostbolt critical strike reduces the remaining cooldown on Icy Veins by 1.5 seconds. And then you have Icy Hand. This goes up to rank 1, increases the maximum charges of your Fingers of Frost by 1. So there you have your talent breakdown, or rather your traits. Let's take a look at the appearances. So each set of appearances here gets unlocked by doing PvE questing, achievement hunting, different variations of things that you can do. And then of course your last one here, this is actually going to be your PvP look. So let's just look at the different versions of your staff here so that you can see the difference. You have that, then you have that. All the different colors. I apologize about that, guys. Then for your Guardian of Focus, this is going to completely transform the look of your weapon into a different variation. And then there's the colors there. I do particularly care for the burnt orange one. The flow of the first. Not going to lie, the flowing ooze gel stuff kind of creeps me out. Just because it's pulsating. Don't get no crazy ideas, guys. I'm just saying it kind of weirds me out a little bit. I think it's cool, but it still weirds me out. Yeah, it's kind of creeping me out. Then your Archmage's Will. Here you have green, blue, purple, and red. I do appreciate the fact that you get to segregate yourself from the PvEers, so PvPers will have a different version of the staff, which I think is nice. You'll just have to unlock it doing prestiging. But I do think, I think all the visuals are really good, except for this one creeps me out. But still looking pretty good to be a Frost Mage in Legion. Don't forget to check out my Frost Mage video. I did do a spell and talent breakdown. I'm also going to be doing PvP talent breakdown and talking about the new system after I finish all the artifact weapon videos. So, with that being said, if you're already here, please go ahead and give this video a like. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to comment if there's anything that you want to talk about, or you just want to tell me what you think about the weapon itself, or if you just want to banter, or if there's something specific you need me to look at in Legion, I can do that for you. If you're new to PWNCAST, make sure you give the channel a subscribe. Make sure you go through all of our playlists and check out what we have. I have an array of things, and I'm continuing to add to the video collection for your guys' knowledge. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. It's time for me to make myself another cup of hot tea so that I can actually talk correctly. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.